Hello everyone, I'm Jonathan. Hope you're all keeping safe and well. I have a gentleman that came in on one of my last videos and he's come forward. His name is Tyrone. Um, he's come through under certain conditions that is respectful. So I don't know how this is going to play out. We're doing it as we're saying it. So he's telling me, I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know what any of them is going to say, but he's now just jumped in. But his name is Tyrone. He is of Irish descent. Right. And he was a body snatcher. He used to provide deceased bodies of human origin to medical facilities. He used to travel around doing this. Right. He is not very well liked in the spirit world. And my people, my spirit guides, are got him restrained or restrained in a psychic way so that he doesn't harm me or anybody around me. He doesn't feel dangerous to me, although he was a dangerous man in life. He went to the world of spirit through a gunshot wound and correction, sorry, I do apologise. He's saying multiple gunshot wounds. His time on this earth was the late 1600s, 1700s, and he said that he used to dig up fresh corpses from graveyards, and in the end there weren't that many passing, so he used to create them, and he used to wait till people were asleep and creep in and block their airwaves off, because he said that you got more money for a corpse that wasn't mutilated or wasn't didn't have any blemishes on it. So wow, this is really heavy. He had two more accomplices, which is not saying. Oh right, okay, one's called Richard. Right. And what's the third one called? Said I'm not telling you. Okay. He travelled around the country looking for these things, and there was always, people only think that these medical establishments were only in big cities, and they weren't. They were in your local, not villages, but bigger towns, and that's what he used to supply these things. He ended up going down the realms of dark side of living. He's not telling me if he's got any relatives. He's walking the Shadowlands, so that he is still doing penance. Sorry, I do apologise for what he did. He was asked by my spirit guides if he wanted to say anything, and he said yes. And as I said, as long as he's respectful, then I will put his story across. He said that he went into poverty. He was a farmer's son. I get the feeling he was from the Somerset area, but he wanted adventure, and he served in the Royal Navy, and he deserted, and he then was on the run, and from there he couldn't do an honest job, as he says, so therefore he had to find, shall we say, other ways of making a living. He was a petty thief, and he realised and found that he could make a lot of money by supplying medical institutions with fresh corpses, and that's what he did. He says it was very lucrative because the people who was in charge, or the head of society in that time, used to go to see these things, so it was they liked these things, called anatomists, and it was quite a grisly thing, really. I've asked him not to show me because I don't want to see these things, but he it got more where supply was greater than the demand, or the demand was greater than the supply. So he had to create these things, and he used to supply in London. He never got captured because the people who he was selling these things to had influence, so he would have never have got caught. And the reason he ended up leaving the surf plane into the world of spirit is because the people who he was supplying these things to started not being very nice to him. So he said that he tried blackmailing him, basically. And one night, he was walking down an alleyway, and 3 shots rang out, and obviously that's when he ended up going into the world of spirit. He regrets what he's done, or what he did, but he said the thing is, you either survive or you don't. and he says things are a lot better for you now than what they were then. So he says he's never been given the chance to be reborn, so he'll forever be punished for what he did, because it was a real grisly thing that he did. So yeah, okay. He says, I've said my piece, and I want everybody to know it's part of my penance, and it goes towards his absolution. So okay, all right, okay then. I'm just putting a quick blessing on to everybody so that his influence can't influence anybody else. And on that note, I'd like to leave it there. It's been a very, very heavy one, this one, and quite a scary one. So thank you for tuning in. And if you like what I do, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell, and you'll get a notification of any more videos that I put on, or when I put more videos on and people come forward, you'll get a notification. And on that note, I'd just like to lighten it a bit. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. God bless you all. Bye.